Dear fellow business owners, in this video, I'm going to answer the most common question asked by all of our clients, which is, can I use the EIDL funds to pay off credit card debts? My name is Jayanti Ganapati. I'm the owner of FinAccurate. We are an accounting firm based in Boston, Massachusetts. So before we get to answer that question, let's first see what are the eligible use of the EIDL loan funds. So first of all, the EIDL loan is something provided by SBA to help small businesses pay for their normal operating expenses during this pandemic. So because of the COVID situation, businesses are impacted. They are not able to sustain. They are not able to pay their normal operating expenses. SBA doesn't want businesses to close down because of that. So that is the primary reason why SBA came out with this low interest, long repayment period loan option. So the primary objective of Small Business Administration is to help small businesses pay for their regular operating expenses, which is otherwise called working capital. You would have commonly heard SBA saying EIDL can be used for paying your working capital expenses. Because the term working capital also created confusion. Not everybody understands what working capital means. This is otherwise called your normal operating expenses to the day-to-day operations of the expenses needed to run your businesses on a day-to-day basis. So what are some of those common expenses? It is paying for your employees, your salaries, so payroll, rent, utilities, any fixed debt payments. This is the key here, and this is where a lot of clients have questions on what exactly this means. And also you can have pay for any repairs, replacement of inventory, or any normal operating assets that you have, or repairs and replacement cost of those are covered. So these are the common usage of the EIDL funds. So now, though we know generally these are the common expenses that we can use it for, there's also a clear definition of what the EIDL loan cannot be used for. So these are, you cannot use EIDL loan to pay off a old debt. Old debt meaning this debt was caused before the pandemic, prior to 2020. That's not something you can use the loan to pay it off. You cannot refinance a existing loan, or take a new loan and refinance with the help of these funds. You cannot buy any capital assets or vehicles, or you cannot construct something new. No additions or expansion of the business is allowed. You cannot pay yourself a bonus or dividend. Owners can get paid only if they are actively working in the business. It's paying for their services, only that is allowed. And you cannot repay a principal loan to a owner or a stockholder, and you cannot use the funds to pay any direct federal debt. So these are the the areas that you cannot use the funds for, which is generally you cannot use it for business expansion, buying major equipment, anything that you're spending to grow the business is not the eligible use of the funds. So the key is the funds can be used to sustain the business, to pay for the day-to-day operation expenses. So those are the eligible expenses. Now let's get into this one common question, which is the purpose of this video, which is most of our clients are asking, can I use the loan funds to pay the credit card debt? So now let's get into the details of what this credit card debt comprises of, because the answer is not straightforward. It's an yes and no, but depending on what the credit card debt comprised of. So generally, if the credit card is used for paying your business operating expenses, then you can use the EIDL loan funds to pay the credit card outstanding. And so this could be existing ongoing expenses that you are using the credit card for. Then you can use the Eidl funds to pay the credit card. Let's say you had this credit card debt from before, say from 2019 or 2020. If it's the debt accumulated prior to the pandemic, prior to 2020, then you cannot use the Eidl loan funds to pay off that debt. If the debt is accumulated from year 2020, since the start of pandemic, you pay the credit card towards your business operating expenses. So the credit card debt is because of that reason. Then you can use the Eidl loan funds to pay the credit card debt. And for current year, which is 2021, ongoing operational expenses, you are normally used to pay those expenses with the credit card, then yes, you can use it. So again, the key here is as long as the credit card debt is for normal operating business expenses, then the answer is yes, you can use the Eidl loan funds to pay that off. So you should not have used the credit card to buy a large equipment, or you should not have spent it on buying a vehicle or anything like that. As long as it's not a capital purchase on the credit card, then you can use the funds to pay off the credit card debt. And another key information here is the credit card has to be in the name of the business. It has to be a business credit card, not your personal credit card. So that's where the challenge comes in. Now, there are some small business owners who use their personal credit card to pay for business expenses, but they also have their personal expenses on that credit card. If you're co-mingling your business and personal, then it becomes very difficult to explain what the credit card rate relates to business and personal. So if that is the situation, then it's tricky to use your Eidl funds to pay that off. But there are situations where you have a personal business credit card, but all your spending on that personal credit card is for business related expenses, then it's easy to explain, and also you can still use the Eidl funds to pay off that the personal credit card where you have business expenses only. So in that case, it's an yes. So the key generally here, as long as the credit card is used to pay for business related day-to-day operation expenses, if the answer is yes, then the Eidl funds can be used for that. Hope you found the information I shared in this video useful and it helped answer your question. If you found value in this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the link below. And also make sure to click on the bell icon so you'll be notified when we produce more related videos on COVID related topics. And also please make sure to share with your other friends who are also business owners so they can benefit from this information I shared in the video as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.